Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Inkbound. We're playing through with our Obelisk character who is doing really quite well. There's a lot of charging around, there is a lot of jinxing going on, and we're doing a lot of burn damage. Hell of a lot of burn damage. Let's push on to the third area and go and fight, is it Algarath? Argalath, that's what it's called. Get some quillings. I think we don't really have a choice in what we're going to do. So hard combat encounter first of all. Heroic vault and an ancient vault. That could potentially allow us to replace some of these. And we should consider like spending our quillings at the end because we're not going to get to use them otherwise. Okay, so straight off the bat we want to build up our shield, and that's going to allow us to shield slam our way through everything. Get all three of you. It's going to do so much damage. That allows us to bewitch even more powerfully. We can almost get both of these killed, actually. Throw on the earthquake for good measure. Right, then we'll grab that. That puts frostbite and burn on you, and we are gonna hammer into your side, if only to build up our own shielding. Because we're up to 10 shield now, so we can even stand here and just let this guy hurt himself with some of our spikes. A tuning guardian, interesting. Right, we want to get a little bit of shield. And then we want to shield slam really kind of like through these. And then I think really yeah, we want to just put as much damage on them as we can. Get another earthquake off, or potentially jinx the two of them. I think probably an earthquake. I could have / should have done both. Oh, you guys are nicely arranged, aren't you? Right, shield wall. If we shield slam our way this way, kills one, takes the other two out quite nicely. Keep the focus on these guys as much as possible, and if we build up our shield, that will be enough to protect ourselves, and the rest can potentially die from just hurting us, or trying to hurt us. So we're going to take no damage, but we're going to do damage to everyone. Love it. Well, that gave us quite a bit of dread. Let's get a little bit of shield. Shield slam through him. Grab this, do an earthquake. And then we're going to bewitch him to finish him off. Love to see it. Okay, what could we potentially lose? We could maybe lose the Verdant Blossom. It's not going to be helping us that much going forwards. We could potentially lose the Bead of Flame. because we've got plenty of molten. Baylor's Tongue, 100 crit damage. Let's re-roll these. More Cultivated Harmonies, that would give us a free action on everything on the first turn. On your turn, smite all enemies, that's also very fun. 2 for 2 would just keep us healed permanently. Really not a bad option. This would make us do 60% more damage, actually. So Cultivated Harmonies instead of the Bead of Flame, I think. Oh, no, instead of the Bead of Ice. And then over here... Afflicting Stacks of Shocked is nice. Because we're hitting everything a lot. Yeah, let's go for this. And we'll swap it out for the Bead of Flame. Alright. Charge Shield Bash, just make it do even more damage. I like that. That's pretty stonking. We don't really have the money to spend at Carver's Refuge. It's a shame we couldn't have hit that thing before opening these. Burning them off would have been much better for us. Okay, let's go on and face the terror of the Inky Depths. Now, we've fought this thing before, so we know all about its tentacle fun. Okay, geez. Having 2 Cultivated Harmonies feels like it's ultra awesome. Okay, we can hit all of them with that. Okay. We may as well get the Earthquake off right now. Then we'll Shield Slam through. Get a Jinx on them. It does even more shocked on this thing. And then really I'd like to get to the point where I can, yeah, just keep hitting. And spreading that damage around to everything. We are 13 on our spiked at the moment. If we step in, it'll allow us to do more damage to the bits, yeah. So Inky Exoskeleton, damage resist, yeah. Loses 1 stack at the end of the turn. we'll do the charge this way. This time. It's going to allow us to do a Bewitch on you. Which is quite a bit of damage. Get an Earthquake off on everyone. And then down to just try and mitigate damage with these. Which we have just enough. Amazing. Let's go a bit more centrally. We've already moved him into the second phase. He's going to really be pushing on soon. Killed both of those, which wasn't exactly what I was planning on doing. Kill him. Grab that. Which means you're actually in range for me to just wail on. At the very least, it gives this nice shield. Okay. Earthquake. That's pushed him into the next next phase. Can't quite kill that. But we can get a bit closer. Hit it up a few times and maybe save shield. Just charge in. We'll grab that. And it'll be available for its next turn. Save the Ironclap for next turn. No, use it now. Now save it for next turn, because this thing's going to kill itself on us. Okay. It is shocked. And we do have quite a bit of Bewitch on it already. What we'll do is we're going to Shield Slam through and up here. Which is going to put Shocked on them both, so this will spread the damage around to other mobs. And then if I grab this down here, we can do an Earthquake. And yeah, we're gonna take some damage from this. Ah, no, actually, we're just out of the range. Perfect. Right, I think. Repeat. Do that to get a little bit of shield. Charge on past him. Grab the orb. Let's save the Bewitch for now. Oh, you know what? I should have been using Potions of Power. We'll do that next turn. I always do that, to be fair. I will have a whole bunch power-ups and I'll forget to use them. So this will be a big hit, right? Get that going. Oh, you know what? Let's get vulnerable on everyone. Next attack binding does double. Nuke with an earthquake. There we go. That's a lot of earthquake damage. And that is that run. Cool. So 124 enemies, that is our new best. Hell of a lot of damage dealt. 12,000 with a single action. I mean, that was that very last nuke, I think. It kind of had to be. Doing that amount of damage on each tentacle and the boss. Can't think of anything else that would have done it. Like this setup though. And we gained another couple of levels. So we got a trinket key. I'm going to be able to unlock a new trinket for next time. Poisoned heart. On inflicted poison, gain 3 shield. That's similar to the burn one that we've seen. Infernal cascade. Ooh. If you inflict burn, inflict more burn. Does kind of lean into it nicely. And then the Dragon Face Devastator cosmetic. There's quite a lot to unlock. This is going to lead to some very interesting runs. Oh, so many things. And over here, ooh, Stone Sentinel cosmetic. So this is because we've specifically done 12 things. So let's have a look. We've done each of the starting classes. 6 pieces of the Molten, that was just now. The Zephyrin, that was just now. And we did that one in the previous one. There's plenty more for us to be exploring with this. So, back in the Athenium. Hello.
Needless. The Inkbound believes there's a vestige to be found that could guide us out of this predicament. The opal slab. An ancient relic of such power and complexity that you would likely be unable to comprehend.
Try me.
Regardless, the Inkbound needs this vestige and believes it to be hidden within these fading stories. As you've already seen, retrieving ink directly from these stories is a reliable method, but one requiring time. No, for this, there are other procedures more suitable. Perhaps an echoing? Yes. Recite the actions of each story or some approximation, and you will revive its soul, in a manner of speaking. This, in turn, will allow retrieval of any vestiges hidden within. There's an old tale, a children's book, that may have what the Inkbound needs. Somewhat sordid story of misplaced morality, but one of value nonetheless. Birdie on Fire. Find it, anchor it, return it to me.
Sure, we can do that. Definitely gonna need to do that in the future. Hello. Leave me alone, you faceless creep. Oh, it's just you. Sorry, hi. So yeah, not quite used to you yet, or this, or anything really, you know? I guess you can't talk, part of the whole no face thing. Probably shouldn't laugh at that. But even a needless like you has to feel a little out of place, right? Especially since you shouldn't be here in the first place. Yeah, thanks for that. You know, really make us feel at home and useful. Little sense is to be made of the organisation of the remaining Athenium, but you eventually find your way to the remainder of children's books left on the shelves. Searching among the colourful covers, a thin book of some plainness bears its title bent around too small a spine, Birdie on Fire. You pull the scarlet envelope-sized book from the shelves as your quill immediately begins to motion towards the bindery. Let's have a chat with the Underborn. Sorry, Quill, still don't understand you.
Oh, hello, Quill. Birdie says you're very pretty. Birdie's also really shy and doesn't like strangers, especially strange, needless people. But she says that if you're a good one, then the well people will like you.
Okay.
The well people don't talk to everybody. They only talk to people who get back that creepy ink. At least that's what Birdie says.
I have a feeling that it's the child talking to us and not the birdie.
I don't really know what that means, but maybe if you find the scary octopus thing, the well people will like you enough to talk to you.
Okay, interesting. So I'm assuming the well people would be down in, well, the well. But we have other things to attend to first. You place the small story into the bindery. Afraid the gears will swallow it whole, and your quill flashes rapidly, having clear understanding of how to anchor what's left of the children's tale. Tick, tick, tick. So do we just wait here with the quill? Ah, anchor the story by completing each part of Birdie on Fire. Alright, so I assume that's what we'll be doing next time. Very interesting. Okay, well, with that, it is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. We're not going to have time to start another run this time. But we will change our character over, probably go back to the Magma Miner and try putting a different build together for them next time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Oh, we'll talk to Sundance
you ever
just
run into
before we
any
go.
masked quiet types out there? Especially one a bit preoccupied with whittling his wood? Well, if you do, try not to let them take you for a ride, you hear? You give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
That'd be the
Frees you out
carver.
of all those hard-earned quillings. Not that they've even got much use for them. A creature of few needs, that one. Still, they like to hoard what they don't need. Though, I suppose that's also got its benefits for you.
Let's just have a little look, see if there's anything else to interact with. Can't do anything with that just yet. Nothing up at the door. Quite a lot of commotion made by that cabinet of trinkets appearing out of nowhere. Well, it's a fine piece of carpentry, that's to be sure, but everything inside? Junk! Don't forget whose fancy little baubles were here first. Ah, yes. Might not be the most useful to you, but why risk damaging these little beauties when they're just so pretty to look at? And what have you got to say on this side? Hate the smell of whatever wood finish that masked merchant used in the cabinet over there. Housing trinkets or not, no need to make it stink up the whole Incan library. Yeah, he just doesn't like the trinket box. We do have a key, so let's unlock one more thing. So if we're going for the magma mine the next time, we could... We could try and pick our next target based on something that will lean in well with it. Let's try this. Mark of the Unbound. Immune to Blight for the first 5 turns of combat. Every 5 times you use Binding and a Blight, gain 6 Omni damage. We'll try that next run, but that is going to be next time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Inkbound. See you soon.